Hello everyone, welcome to this Sunday edition of Sporty Spotlight. So, plenty happened throughout the week. So, plenty in Europe and also in the English lower leagues as well. So let's get straight into it. Let's start with the Champions League. What a thriller, but Benfica Barca 5-4. You don't see that very often. Flipping hell.
You didn't see that in any of our predictions.
No, no one did. But yeah, it's, massive win for Barcelona. But also, Benfica probably did feel a little bit robbed as well. Do you think that was a penalty at the end?
I don't know. I don't think it was, to be honest. But what I actually didn't know, which might make my ball knowledge go right down the window. Where was Bruno Lage, the Benfica manager?
Yeah, well, it's gets Barca back on track. They've really fallen off in La Liga, so to get that result in Europe is exactly what they needed. So moving swiftly on, the shock of the Champions League week this week, even though you can talk about the other one that we'll talk about in a second. Well, we'll talk about the two big shocks really. Monaco 1, Aston Villa 0, and Feyenoord 3, Bayern Munich 0.
I would never have said Feyenoord to beating Bayern Munich. If you told me that, you're crazy, mate. But apparently you're not, because they did actually went and done it. But I saw this video from, if you know Goal Trump 3, with the massive Ronaldo Glazer DSK. No disrespect to the guy. I love the guy. He's a very nice content creator. But he's saying the Champions League phase is probably one of the greatest ideas football's ever had. Which, now that I've seen some of these shock results, I can't lie to him, it has looked pretty good.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I haven't really disliked it. I mean, you can't really beat.
But I am hating having, league phase games in January.
Yeah, that is sort of annoying at times, but you know what? Having sort of you do miss the group stages, though.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, you do. Indeed, you do. And the one that probably does come quite a shock too, but not as much as the others. PSG 4-2 Man City. 2-0.
Yeah, it's so back, isn't
The
they?
European run continues, and now they could very well be going out in the league stage. City, they really could be.
Get in! Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right.
I should respect all clubs with open minds. No, I'm joking. I'm a Millwall fan. What are you expecting?
Well, okay, moving on to the good old EFL Championship. Oxford United 3, Luton Town 2. Luton, I don't know what's happened to them. I don't understand. It's not working. Nothing's going right at the Kenny.
Right, it was Bloom. Right, I didn't know they called it the Kenny till the other day. You call it Kenilworth Road, never call it the Kenny.
Well, it's been called the Kenny on literally like a Luton channel. And like I've talked to people from Luton, they don't mind that. But okay, Kenilworth Road, all right.
Yeah, that's the one I prefer. The Kenny just doesn't sound right to me.
But
Bloomfield is obviously adapting a new football, but I don't think Luton were that bad. It's just Gary Rowett is cooking over there in Oxford.
Yeah, that is very true. Indeed, that Oxford are doing decent, if you ask me. I think they're a couple of points in front of couple of points like in front of they've got a decent gap between them and the relegation zone, and they're not too far behind like the teams in like upper mid-table. So yeah, could be interesting to see how the rest of their season goes under Gary Rowett, who, as we know, plays some of the most entertaining and wonderful free-flowing football in the EFL.
What? Nah.
Yeah. Okay, well, moving on. One thing I just wanted to talk about, right before our last episode, Daniel was getting ready to watch Millwall Cardiff with his family, and he texted me saying, "How bad must you be? We're winning 2-0. And boy, I wish I'd saved it in chat.
But...
So, do you want to sum that up? Another Alex Neil masterclass?
Give me a sec. Millwall is like a drug.
Oh.
It's addictive, and they absolutely saw this thing, yeah, this team on this hat, yeah, boom, say goodbye to that, because what the flipping hell is this? I'm not even joking as well. McNamara came on, yeah, 2 minutes later he came off, and now he needs knee surgery.
Oh my, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
and
that's
Leonard
bad.
also came off injured. In fact, Leonard came off injured for McNamara, then McNamara came off injured.
Who's got more paper legs, him or Liam Gibbs?
Who, Leonard?
Liam Gibbs.
Yeah, Leonard came off injured for McNamara, then McNamara came off injured for Kramer, which actually had quite a nice game against Cardiff. But the amount of injuries I saw in the span of 2 minutes, and apparently they both might be out for the season. So Kramer, put a shift in at right back. I know you're a centre back, mate, but we got no one else.
Okay, well, looks like Millwall are gonna have to maybe, dare I say, make some signings in the last couple of days of the window.
What are they?
Yeah, you know that's not gonna happen.
They're signing things. What are they?
It's it's not gonna happen, is it?
No, it's not.
Well, let's move on to. Oh man, Plymouth Argyle.
Alright, we'll go with Plymouth Argyle.
Okay,
Then I'm
Plymouth
meant to
Argyle
my
0,
own.
Burnley 5. We got our goal of the week out this as well. Zian Fleming with a lovely volley, but I think we need to talk about that ball in from Josh Brownhill because that was sort of it was exquisite. It was beautiful. Honestly, if that was scored in the Premier League, they'd be talking about that for the next week.
Yeah, before I mention Brownhill, if only Millwall had played Fleming at striker in that time he had him, I would have been 10 times happier. But no, it was a very good goal and a very good bit of service there by none other than Josh Brownhill.
Yep. And speaking of Plymouth, there's one other thing that we haven't planned to talk about. I want to talk about it. Morgan Whittaker has departed Home Park to move to the Riverside. He's moved to Middlesbrough, which honestly I think is stupid on his part. I don't understand. He's going to be thinking to himself, I could be playing for Lazio and now I'm playing for blooming Middlesbrough.
Right. Lazio are a good team, yeah, but Fleming figured the same thing. Fleming could have gone to Lazio or something like that, but instead he decided to play for Burnley.
Yeah, that's true. You know,
he knows he's not going to start at Lazio.
You know, I think that the thing is, I think Whittaker left. He's left Plymouth in I think a very similar way to how Jonathan Rowe left Norwich, like sort of like refusing to play a game like ahead of a move potentially is poor. It's bad from him.
But like I was saying, I didn't see that till the other day. What I did see though was I've forgotten the name of the fella. I do apologise, but the guy who played for Eastbourne, all the way down in that tier.
Eastbourne Borough.
Yeah, that's the one. Signed for Middlesbrough.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it was a young lad. I should be able to find it. Maybe if I just search up Eastbourne Borough to Middlesbrough. Let's see. From borough to borough, you could say.
Yeah, he's gone from, I think Eastbourne are in the 9th tier of football, English Pyramid, and he's gone from that to the 2nd tier.
Yeah, that's incredible.
He must be a
Borough FC. Let's find this boy.
He's a young lad as well. He's really good.
Braden Johnson, that's his name.
Braden Johnson. Well done to him, because I'm not gonna lie, not many players can do stuff like that.
No.
And it amazes me that you can, my friend.
Yeah, well, you know, Richard Kone did a very similar thing. You know, he went from the 9th tier to the third tier when he signed for Wickham.
True. Also, I do want to say something to James Trafford.
Go on.
At this rate, you're going to send JJ Watt out of retirement. He still hasn't conceded a goal yet.
Yeah, well, you know what? There's one other thing I want to talk about James Trafford and also other, you know, Championship and EFL players. Thomas Tuchel has reportedly said that he's going to consider calling up EFL talents to his maiden England squad. Now, if that happens, I could seriously see Callum Doyle getting a call up.
Okay, yeah, and that's the podcast done. I'll see you later. That's enough from us. See you later. No, right. What? I'm not gonna lie.
I fancy it. I
think Eddie
fancy
said
it.
it
Championship
called up.
players finally getting appreciated in the England squad because they don't get that enough. Honestly, James Trafford, he managed to, honestly, him making the bench for England in the last international break.
Tanganga for England.
Sorry, what's that?
Tanganga for England.
Sure, Jaffa Tanganga at the back. Wicked.
Eddie for England.
Messi. Oh, yep. Do you want to talk about that now? Would you like to, repeat what you said?
No, I'll save it for Tuesday.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Well, remember,
Because
you probably won't.
I will.
Okay, right. Okay, so moving swiftly on now. Portsmouth 3, Stoke City 1. What the hell?
Oh yeah, I know, right?
To be fair,
I mean, that doesn't help Millwall's relegation battle.
Well, to be fair, I wouldn't say that Millwall are in a relegation battle. They're just.
Yes, they are. Have you seen our co-setter?
Really?
Well, last time I checked, from these games, they were like 5 points clear.
How do you go from being outside playoffs to being near relegation?
We were in the playoffs.
Oh my god, that is the championship at its finest. Right, but yeah, that's another big result for Pompey. So, you know what? The play up Pompey, aka the Pubs, get another decent result. And yeah, it's interesting. It's a good result, gets them further away because they've been a fair bit of turmoil, really.
Yeah.
So they really did need that. And
Can't wait to play them Tuesday. That's why.
And now, honestly, the biggest shock I think of the week.
Is it in the Championship?
Sheffield United 0, Hull City 3.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
That's
Millwall are the reason why Hull are so good. Just saying.
What is that?
Because we lost to them.
Okay. Right.
We put them in good form. You're welcome, Hull, mate. Cheers, Ruben Styles. We'll save the job.
That is incredible. You could argue though that Sheffield United got a bit unlucky with 2 offside decisions.
I didn't know Harrison Burrows had the same amount of goals as our top goal scorer, but
Same amount of own
Harrison
goals.
Burrows is Sheffield United's left back.
How did he score an own goal? I don't understand.
I don't know. I don't understand it either.
Yeah, it's quite funny. Like how does he find himself in that position though? Because he's been prolific. He's been their prolific goal scorer over the last couple of weeks. I mean, and then he does it at the other wrong end.
Yeah, indeed. But before you move on, I'll mention my Championship fixture that you keep forgetting because every time it's a bad result, you'll never mention it in your life.
Okay.
Leeds United 2, Norwich City 0.
Okay, I've sort of recovered from yesterday, but like I said, but as you insist, we're not talking about that today. We're talking about that on Tuesday. So yeah. Okay, I don't want to talk about it. All right, no.
Anything you want to say?
Not really. I don't really have. I'm not motivated to talk about these. We don't like going to Yorkshire. All right. We don't like taking trips up north. Okay.
No, not
especially on weeknights. Because now that's 6-0 on aggregate. We lost against Blimmin' Leeds, which is disappointing. It's just sad. But yeah, it was.
My 2-1 prediction went very wrong. Looks like you're not paying.
Yeah, I did warn you. I did ask you what you were on. Well, yeah, let's move on. The Europa League, result that you wanted to talk about. I'd like to talk about that for more than one reason. So yeah, Beşiktaş getting a 4-1 win against Athletic Club in the Europa League. But the thing I want to talk about, hang on, if it will let me work. Oh my god. Milo Rashica.
Oh, yeah. I forgot he played for you, to be honest. He was that bad.
Fair enough, lad. Getting a brace and all that. He was one of those players that just never worked out in Norwich. And, he could have been much better than he was, but he probably thought that he was bigger than the club, really. And that was the same with Christoph Solis as well, who probably wasn't happy with his time in Norwich anyway either. Honestly, you know, if Dusseldorf didn't chuck promotion last season, then he would have definitely been bought by them. But yeah, Rashika getting a brace under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who plays.
Getting his first game, first win. Seems what he can do. He's not even that bad of a manager, if I'm being honest.
United shouldn't have sacked him. I still think that. I think that.
Right. Different though, because Ronaldo was just absolutely ruining the squad.
Yeah, that's true. That is true, but he was a lot.
I said my thing was, I think Ronaldo ruined that United team of that season. United generally could have challenged for the league. I think United generally could have challenged for the league if Ronaldo was in the squad. Oh, but Ronaldo scored all the goals. Yeah, well, how much did he do to affect morale? Quite a lot, I think.
He was just full of himself, and as he.
It is.
I mean, he's got every right to be, but yeah, it's just.
Oh, I'm Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, and I could score in your backyard and say I've got 800 goals, mate.
Right. Okay. Right. So, bit more from that than just the.
I think there's a difference between Norwich and Millwall when it comes to Ronaldo. We only conceded, I think, one against him, whilst you conceded a hat-trick to bottle a lead against United.
Well, funny bit of a funny result. RFS 1, Ajax 0.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't actually know what to say.
This is like
being
last
honest.
season's Ajax.
Oh, they were in relegation, weren't they?
Yeah, they were so bad. So I don't understand how they even got Europe last season if they were like with that. Honestly, just how poor they were. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I don't really know how to explain RFS Ajax because I haven't really got anything to say other than well done to RFS for getting a goal. But I don't know how Ajax. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of words, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, well, moving on. Also, AZ Alkmaar. Wow.
Oh yeah. Beating Claudio Ranieri's Roma, yeah.
Indeed. You know they did lose today, but yeah, 1-0 against Roma. It's respectable. It's a good result for them, and especially against if they are where are they in the Europa League table? Let's see. Could they potentially be challenging to just go down to the Conference League again and then just and then try?
You can't go down. You can't get grouped in the league phase. That's why everyone hated it.
Yeah.
That's why everyone hated it. You can't get grouped.
Yeah, fair enough. They are, being the what they could do. They are still, if they lose to be fair, if they lose the playoffs, then they'll be out. But it's still possible they could just drop out there and then go and protect their Conference League title.
How they protected their Conference League title if they lose the playoffs then?
Yeah. But talking about the Conference League, you said words on the last episode that no Chelsea fan would like. But you know what? There was no offence needed to be taken because there were no Conference League fixtures this week. We should remember that.
Well, hey!
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, UEFA, but that was just a complete waste of time, that competition. I think Millwall going to be in Europe next season. Actually, reminds you something that I forgot to say.
What, are you going to say that Millwall going to win the FA Cup and then get Europa League and then drop down to Conference League and win it?
No.
Okay, go on.
I was going to say, which I forgot to say in the notes, made by me, may I just say, if I take all the credit myself. But I saw with the new Welsh League Cup, I think it is, you can now get through the Conference League with stuff like that.
Well, I'm pretty sure
So,
the FA have barred the Welsh EFL clubs from
yeah, why do Wrexham, Swansea and Cardiff think, yes, we're EFL clubs? Why do we think we can play in the Welsh League Cup? You're not in the league, mate. You're in the EFL. So, FA are completely right to bar that. If you really want to go and get Welsh and European football over Premier League, be my guest and go to Blooming Wales where your club actually is.
Yeah, well, you know what? Honestly, the way that Swansea played yesterday, I'm not sure how they do against other Welsh teams.
Not about today, is it?
Yes, I know, but honestly, it just felt relevant today. But they'll be, There'll be more on that on Tuesday, and I'm very much looking forward to mentioning that.
So am I. Just a spoiler
moving
there.
on to the good old lower leagues of EFL, League 1 and 2. So, Burton Albion have been on a bit of a roll. They got a good win against Wigan in midweek, away from home as well, so
Oh, yeah.
fair enough. But honestly, Wigan are just such a weird team. They've got no direction. I don't think they're going to get playoffs this season, and probably
They're
not next
like bottom
season.
half.
Yeah, that's just bad. I mean, fair enough. They have had points deductions up to their necks, but yeah.
I've just remembered something. I knew there was a managerial thing that happened, because there's always a managerial thing that happens, and it's always on Sporty Spotlight because we love a managerial change. I forgot about Bolton Wanderers. Ian Evatt left the club.
He's been sacked.
And the favourite was Sam Allardyce, but hear this. It is now Robbie Fowler.
Robbie Fowler?
I heard he's doing quite decent in Australia, though. So
I think Allardyce would be a good fit for Bolton. What? He'd adapt well in League 1, I think.
Allardyce could fit anywhere.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
He nearly got the Millwall job.
Oh god, he wouldn't have. They wouldn't have been given that. His history at West Ham. They wouldn't do that.
We almost did. So.
Yeah, to be fair, you'd probably take him over Alex Neil, wouldn't you?
I don't want to spoil anything for Tuesday, but at this rate, no.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to say it now. Alex Neil, I am so sorry, because it actually isn't your fault. No, I've noticed it. Because how bad are our players in quality?
What about you saying that Japhet Tanganga is like one of the best centre backs?
Right, there's 3 players that are championship level: Cooper, Dinor, and Tanganga.
Yeah. Okay.
What are the rest? Mid-table League 1 level. Harris in the playoffs was amazing, and I've just thought Neil. For some reason, I'm expecting Neil to be, Harris-esque and get these what I didn't know were mid players. But well done on signing Tristan Kramer and Aaron Connolly. I've never rated Aaron Connolly, but again, don't spoil it for Tuesday. It almost proved me wrong.
Yeah. Well, you know what else is proven? You know what? Before we get on to the League 2, you know what? I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that I switched off Wrexham Birmingham, because I wasn't in see-through or that all of that. Yeah, 1-1 draw.
Moment of appreciation for absolutely quitting that television because all he cared about was the American rivalry of Ryan Reynolds and Tom Brady.
Come on, yes. And they called that the Hollywood Derby, and I was thinking, why?
Brady isn't even in Hollywood. He was a New England Patriot.
What, you want to get that played in the USA?
I mean, no, that won't actually shock me if that happens.
Yeah, me neither, to be honest. Bloody hell.
Yeah, I don't know why they call it the Hollywood Derby. I mean, Reynolds is a Hollywood legend. But let me get into NFL nerd stats. Yeah, nerd NFL stats here. Brady never played for a Hollywood team ever. It was a New England Patriots, where he was an absolute legend, where he made his dynasty status. More NFL nerd here. And he then went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and then retired.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
Lot of Hollywood there, you see.
Yeah. So yeah. Speaking of NFL, shall I drop the bomb?
Drop the bomb.
Just previewing that the Chiefs are playing the Bills tonight.
Did I forget to highlight divisional? Now that I think about it.
Oh yeah. Check out Daniel's shorts, of course, and make sure to subscribe.
I think I forgot to highlight the divisional. Oh no, I didn't.
Oh boy, but yeah. How you want to talk about the Broncos game, or?
No. That's not football. But
okay,
I thought you were going to talk to me about the Chiefs Bills tonight, which I'm not.
We'll leave it out. Okay. But yeah. Fleetwood Town, the COD humble MK Dons. Get in there, come on, not the COD.
Actually cost my dad and granddad a job because back in the day, hear this, they used to work for Wimbledon.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Aww. MK Dons did. Was that when they took over?
When MK Dons became MK Dons, my dad and my granddad pretty much lost their job. Yeah.
Oh, prats! I want to see them get. In that case, I want to see them get relegated.
National League for MK Dons.
I want to see them get relegated to the 6th tier, and then absolutely battered by Kings Lynn, Needham Market, and Maidstone.
Come on.
Okay. Right, well, yeah, very excellent win for Fleetwood. Very much needed as well. As you know. Also, you know what else was needed? Swindon Town's win against Newport County. Flipping hell. You know, they've been...
Remember when I was saying, like, last month, Newport County with all these massive goal wins? What's happened, man?
Yeah. Well, I've got through most of the stuff. Let's move on to the predictions. So, I predicted that Millwall would beat Cardiff. Daniel you predicted that Cardiff would beat Millwall. They got a draw, so neither of us win that. I predicted that... we both predicted that Middlesbrough and West Brom would draw, and Middlesbrough won, so we also... neither of us to get that. You predicted that Norwich would beat Leeds, and I predicted that Leeds would beat Norwich. Norwich beat Leeds. No, they didn't. In my dreams. Leeds beat Norwich. So I take that one. So it's 1-0 to me.
Yeah, show off.
I predicted that Plymouth and Burnley would draw. You predicted that Burnley would win. So that's the equaliser.
One more!
There's the equaliser. We are now level.
Ready for the Champions League and Europa League.
Going back to... you predicted that Atletico and Leverkusen would draw. I predicted that Leverkusen would win.
We were both wrong.
Yep, we were both wrong, so it stays 1-1.
Just wanted to say well done to Atleti because that was very tough for 10 men, but Simeone things, isn't it?
I predicted that Barcelona would beat Benfica. You predicted that Benfica would beat Barcelona.
The jammiest result I've ever seen.
So it's 2-1 to me. We both predicted that Hoffenheim would beat Spurs. Well, no, we both predicted the Spurs would beat Hoffenheim. We both got that right. So we both get a point for that. It's now 3-2. I predicted that Rangers would beat United. You predicted that they would draw. United beat Rangers, which was very jammy, by the way. And we both
no hate on United here.
Yeah, and we both predicted that Michael van Gerwen would win the Dutch Dance Masters. We were both wrong.
Oh, how wrong were both? I'm not even joking. I actually watched Dutch Dance Masters, which is why there wasn't any podcast yesterday. I do apologise.
So, yeah, it ends 3-2 to me in the first week of predictions. And now, if you're right with it, you have to do a forfeit.
Oh, no.
We're going to keep this a running theme. Just, keep it entertaining in different ways. I'm going to think of one, and we're going to talk about this behind the scenes. So...
Oh God! Is it gonna have to be something on the channel that I do myself?
But how about this? Put it on your TikTok. You don't post on your TikTok very much.
I don't post on TikTok.
How about this? I'll tell you what. You put it on your channel. Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay. So thanks very much for watching. Please do consider liking.
Hang on a minute. Thanks very much for watching. We got a whole preview here, mate. Where you going?
All right.
We got some predictions for that and all.
Yes, we do.
We'll just need to win and lose instead of scores because scores probably would have been a bit difficult.
Yeah, fair enough.
Kind of the whole point, but.
Oh my God. Oh well. Yeah, decent point away, I guess. So it is. So what? So we got to do some previews of this week, do we?
That's midweek again.
Is there? There's not as much from the Championship. I think.
Right, there's the Tuesday game of Millwall Portsmouth. That's all right.
Millwall versus Portsmouth. The postponed fixture that got called off like 20 minutes.
Southampton have lights.
Yeah, because of the lights. Very, very annoying. But yeah, Are there Premier League games this week?
In the midweek, I actually don't know.
No, there's not. Nah.
I think there's Europe, isn't there?
Oh, we had Europe last week.
And I thought there was another one this week.
Hang on. I don't think there are. No. Well, Oh wait, what the hell? There are. What?
Yeah, I knew it. What? This is mad stuff in the brain here.
Fixture congestion. Okay, I'm not gonna say that because then Arsenal fans are gonna have to complain about playing Zagreb one week and Girona the next. But God, these are piling up. Right, the
Right,
interesting ones
Millwall,
here.
Portsmouth. I'm getting my prediction.
Go on. Are we gonna like make a new week of predictions?
Yes.
Okay,
This
right.
is a running theme, you know. Forfeit will be coming for you next week.
Right. Okay. So predictions. So Portsmouth versus Millwall. Millwall's big day out to Fratton Park.
Millwall are beating Portsmouth. I tell you now.
Okay.
Millwall are beating Portsmouth.
Right. Okay. So Daniel predicts a win. So this is the first one.
Why
on the
am I doing
checklist.
this to myself?
The first one on the checklist. We'll check through the fixtures ahead of this week as well. You know what I'm going to go with this one?
What?
Joshy Murphy is going to bag a hat trick.
We're not doing this. We're not
Against
doing
the
this.
Millwall, and then celebrating in front of the away fans.
Right, if he does, he's getting instant hate from us. Just saying.
Okay. Well, we'll win for Millwall. I'm going to go with a win for Portsmouth. Play out Pompey.
Wait, who do you think's gonna win?
I think that Portsmouth are going to win.
Brilliant that.
Okay, well, we'll see. And then the forfeits could be coming after me. So, what else we got here? Righto. I think we'll pick out the ones that are probably the spicy ones.
Champions League and Europa League, Conference League. I'm sorry, I don't give one about you.
Well, no, there won't be any Conference League. Anyway, so it doesn't.
What?
I think the spicy one from this week: Barcelona versus Atalanta.
Oh jeez. Right. Who's going first? You. You're going first.
Okay, right. So first up, I'm gonna go. Right. Okay. Right. So Barcelona versus Atalanta. Tell you what, this one's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be entertaining and it's gonna be high scoring. I'm gonna go with a draw.
Oh. Not what I accepted. I thought you were going to take my prediction. I say Atalanta are beating Barcelona.
Okay. All right. Win for Atalanta.
Right. The only reason why is because Atalanta won 5-0. Barcelona just had the oiliest defence I've ever seen. Yeah. Get one more Champions League one, and if there's any Europa League, 2 more of those.
Okay. Right. I'm just gonna make a Also, no, another one I think people should be talking about more. Brest versus Real Madrid.
I genuinely thought you were going to be inappropriate when you said that.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, you know what?
You kids do not know what that means. If anyone's watching, I hope you don't understand the
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you know what? Brest are an amazing team. Brest are amazing. They're incredible.
I can't do that.
You know what? They're 8th in Liga at the moment, and they could potentially. I hope they get Europe. I love Brest. Brest are incredible. Alright, moving on. Right, yeah. And they got a good old win against Le Havre today. You know what I say to that?
Yeah. Oh no.
Alright, okay, enough of
Oh
this.
no, I know what you're going to say there.
This childishness. Okay, well, right, moving swiftly on. No, I think the one that we should highlight now. Well, probably I think the last one from the Champions League. Then we'll move on to the Europa League.
We haven't even predicted Brest or Real Madrid, or are we not predicting that one? Are we predicting this one?
No, we'll predict. Shall we predict this one?
Yeah, if you think
Villa
that.
versus Celtic.
Right, can we do Brest or Real Madrid?
You actually want to?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay.
I'm sorry, Villa Celtic just doesn't interest me. I'm just saying.
Well, we'll do that in a second because I like how I think that Celtic
we'll
have
get
been
an
doing
extra
right
Champions
in the
League game in there
UCL
this
season. I think they've been doing. I think the change of league status, like how it's in league status. I think that's helped them out a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So Brest versus Real Madrid. I'm gonna go with I don't see Real Madrid dropping points here. I mean, they've already been made to suffer in France. I mean, you know, like they could be, you know, they could be like attacked by Brest potentially. But yeah, I'm gonna go with a win. I'm gonna go with a win for Real Madrid. I can't really see it any other way, to be honest.
Right, I would love Brest to expose Real Madrid,
Yeah.
but see what I did there. But nah, Real Madrid are winning. I'm going
Okay.
boring and predicted the same thing as Ranulph. I'm
Well, in
sorry,
that case,
guys.
we'll both get a point from that. But now Aston Villa Celtic. I think this one's gonna be interesting, and I think Celtic could do something interesting here, because you know they always. Let's be real. English clubs love taking digs at Scottish clubs, but they don't play often enough, really. So, and you know what? Scottish teams like Rangers, I think they did well against Spurs, and they should have got something against United. So, but I'm gonna go with.
There was a massive fight in United Rangers, actually, from what I heard.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm not
but
surprised with the amount of fans that were there. They brought out some in the home section, so probably some fights with United fans. That wouldn't surprise me.
anyway,
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with a sneaky little win for Celtic. Adamita in the 98th minute.
Oh my
point blank bullet header past Emi Martinez, and then celebrates in front of the Villa Park stands.
Yeah, the Emi Martinez glaze is just crazy. Oh my, the Adamida glaze. But
what do you mean, Adamida Glaze? He's the GOAT.
I'm thinking a draw. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
a draw.
right, Daniel. Draw. Right, okay. Now moving on to the Europa League, which I assume there will be fixtures from that as well.
Right, we're going with 2 or 3. I think we should go with 2 unless there's another one that takes your eye.
Okay. Right, okay, so let's see what we got.
I'm sorry, Europa League. It's just ran off the site of thinks he's indecisive and won't pick between Brest or Scottish-English rivalry.
Okay, right, enough with the jokes about a certain team with, you know, quite an incredible name.
Yeah, alright. Europa League games.
Yeah, okay. So to be honest, people would think that the that's one I want to mention. People think that like you'd only be interested in the Europa League for Spurs and United, but you know what? There's one in here. Actually, there was 2 here that appeal to me that I think are underrated ones, which I think we should cover because they're probably going to get overlooked. The first one of the 2, AS Roma versus Eintracht Frankfurt.
Oh.
Yeah. This one's gonna be. Oh, this will be spicy, I think. I'm gonna go with the Frankfurt win.
Oh. I'm going to go the opposite way. I think Claudio Ranieri, being the old fella he is, who I actually forgot to say is retiring at the end of this season.
Oh, yeah, well, he came out of retirement to manage them, didn't he?
Something like that.
He shouldn't have never been sacked by Leicester.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
Roma are winning.
Okay.
I beat Frankfurt.
And
with Frankfurt losing Marmouche, it's just happening.
Yeah. Ajax Galatasaray.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Versus Galatasaray. You want to go first this time round?
Yeah. Jose Mourinho does manage Galatasaray. No, he doesn't.
No,
oh my god. Oh, the ball knowledge is out of this world.
I think that, you know, Fenerbahce fans would have something to say if you said that.
Oh.
But whatever. It's okay.
It's not okay. But okay. Well, right, anyway, Galatasaray are winning anyway. That's all I'm going to say. Because that man, Victor Osimhen, yeah, he's going to absolutely bag.
I'm going to go with the same. Gabriel Sara is going to score from 25 yards and make me cry with joy.
The past and present Norwich glaze is real, guys.
Shut up! You did not see him play! Shut up, man!
I did see him play.
Gabriel, you saw.
Against Millwall.
Gabby, I saw his last goal for the club. He was such a...
Oh, yeah.
He scored bangers. He scored a mighty tap-in against League One Bristol Rovers. That was
yeah, enough of that. Let's get on to the...
Okay, we'll get... Alright, went for Galatasaray. What else is going on in the next couple of weeks? Are there any other like fixtures from other competitions? Is there any EFL Championship stuff going on?
Not for us to say until Tuesday, I don't think.
No, not for us to say. Well, you know what? There's one other one.
On what? What though?
Burnley versus Leeds United tomorrow night.
Oh.
Oh, okay, right.
Right, who's going first? You.
I'm gonna go with Burnley win.
Took that right out of my mouth as well.
Zian Fleming with a moment of magic.
No, we're not doing that.
Okay. Do you just not like being reminded of him? If so, then fair enough.
No, I don't. But I think Burnley are going to beat Leeds. Same as you.
Alright, okay then.
As much as it's boring, yes, to go with the same prediction, this guy went first. You can't blame me.
Okay. Well, in that case, that's the next round of predictions done. So, I'm going to think of a forfeit for you.
If you make me do something really stupid, I swear to God.
Okay, right. Well, thanks very much for tuning in, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe to both of our channels. And you know what? If you've got any ideas for a forfeit, then my DMs are open on Instagram. So, text me if you've got any things that you know Daniel might like.
And go check out my channel. If you really want to go and see this forfeit that bad, you'll probably see it by tomorrow.
Alright, thanks very much for tuning in. Thanks very much for watching. And we'll see you all again on Tuesday.
See ya.